are conflicting reports today about the state of Gaza's largest hospital. This as the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry says the death toll is now topping 11,000. Meanwhile, U.S. and Israeli officials say negotiations are ongoing for a deal to release some of the more than 200 hostages believed to be held. CBS 2's Doug Williams joins us now live in Tel Aviv. And Doug, let's start off talking about the conflicting reports about the situation at the hospital in Gaza. What is the Hamas-run health ministry saying, and how is that different from what Israeli forces are describing?
Yeah, Mary, it's a good question. Al-Shifa Hospital right now is not only symbolic of how dire the circumstances continue to be for Palestinian civilians, but also of the ongoing information war that is such a big part of this conflict and following this conflict from the states. The IDF has released video that they say shows their troops dropping off 300 liters of fuel for the hospital to remain operational. They then say that Hamas did not allow the hospital to use it. Not only is that a small amount of fuel, it's maybe 5 or 6 car tanks worth, but the Hamas-run health ministry told us this morning that when the hospital director refused to collect the fuel from the IDF for safety reasons and asked for the Red Cross to handle it, the Israelis took it away, so they say. So the Israelis continue to say they don't fire on hospitals, but they believe Hamas militants are inside and potentially underground underneath. In fact, the IDF released photos not long ago that they say show Hamas militants using Al-Quds Hospital in Gaza as a bunker while firing at IDF soldiers. The Palestinian Health Ministry reports that almost 20,000 people are trapped inside Al-Shifa Hospital, the largest one in Gaza, and the details they're releasing of their conditions are disturbing. Premature babies have died along with other patients. 36 babies are in incubators and at risk. The bodies of the dead starting to decompose. They continue to say that the hospital is no longer operational, and the World Health Organization says it's no longer in touch with them at the hospital, Mary.
And Doug, how much of a concern is Israel's northern border with Lebanon?
Yeah, there have been reports as recently as this morning, Mary, of more exchanges on Israel's northern border with Lebanon. And that is it's significant because Hezbollah controls that territory, and Hezbollah is Iran-backed. And tensions in the north have led to increased violence popping up over the last several weeks. We were told this morning that rockets were fired from Lebanon into Israeli territory, and that led IDF forces to attack an armed unit in response. Israeli local reports have the Hezbollah death toll at over 70 since the conflict began. Israeli forces briefed us on the situation in the north yesterday, and they said similar to Hamas in Gaza, civilians in Lebanon will be the ones to pay the price for Hezbollah's attacks on Israel. An Israeli official says they know the situation there will not remain as it is now, and that they have plans in place for it to escalate it because they expect it to. Mary?
Doug Williams reporting live from Tel Aviv. Doug, thank you.